TV23's Internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. It is Wednesday, April 25th, 2018. Yes, this is High Plains Today here on TV23. On today's show, I'm going to be talking with Gary Clausen with the Southwest Kansas Board of Realtors and Jeff Louderback. Why did I say Clay? Jeff Louderback with Rank Lil Buckers. In the meantime, let's see what's happening. Well, the man involved in a high-speed chase with police has been identified by the Finney County Sheriff's Office. Luis Omar Garcia Corral was named yesterday as the man involved in the high-speed chase with police on Friday evening in Garden City. Garcia Corral refused to stop when police attempted to stop him on multiple traffic violations, resulting in a pursuit that ended in an accident. Now, the sheriff's office announced on Facebook that Garcia Corral is the first person on the Finney County Most Wanted list apprehended by law enforcement. Garcia Corral was wanted on felony warrants for kidnapping, aggravated battery, robbery, domestic battery, computer crimes, felony theft, and criminal use of a financial card. And I'm sure there will be more to come. The Liberal City Commission met last evening for their regularly scheduled meeting. First up on the agenda was the commission vacancy when newly elected Commissioner Justin Varnes resigned his position at the previous meeting. Now, the commission approved appointing Ron Warren to fill the unexpired term. Oh, yeah, and the commission also tabled the Mid-America Air Museum request for a tool cabinet, LED lighting, and will look at financing options for roof repairs to the museum. Well, crews will begin a mill and overlay project on US 160 from the US 54 junction to east to the Meade County, Clark County line next Monday, the 30th. Now, crews will also begin a mill and overlay project on US 160 from the Meade-Clark County line east to US 283 junction in Clark County. That'll also happen on Monday. US 160 will be reduced to one lane guided by a pilot car during working hours with an approximate delay of 15 minutes. During the project, KDOT urges drivers, pay attention, be alert, and watch the warning signs in the work zones. Now, this project should be done sometime in June, and it's going to cost about $1 million. A federal judge has ruled against the Trump administration's decision to end a program protecting some young immigrants from deportation. The U.S. District Judge in Washington says the Department of Homeland Security's decision to rescind the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA program, was unlawful and must be set aside. The judge is giving DHS 90 days to better explain its view that DACA is unlawful. After that, he says DHS must accept and process new as well as renewal DACA applications. President Donald Trump announced last year that he would end the program. Kansas regulators have fined a Northwest Kansas swine operation $152,000 for allegedly ignoring orders to halt construction of unauthorized facilities capable of housing tens of thousands of hogs. Now, the Topeka Capital Journal reports documents it obtained show Nelson Farms owner Terry Nelson and his associates did not get permission from the Kansas Department of Health and Environment before starting to build unauthorized facilities in Phillips and Norton counties. Kansas chapter of the Sierra Club and neighbors filed complaints about KDHE's oversight of construction near the Nebraska border. An attorney representing the Nelsons says the fines are being challenged. Nelson submitted planning documents in October for a facility in Norton County for 9,300 head and a complex in Phillips County capable of handling 24,000 head. Kansas Secretary of State Chris Kobach says a federal judge's contempt of court finding against his office is ridiculous and blames county-level operations for their failure to follow instructions. U.S. District Judge Julie Robinson issued her contempt ruling last week, reprimanding Kobach for neglecting her orders following a temporary injunction that blocked enforcement of the state's voter registration requirements. His office will have to pay attorney fees for the ACLU and possible other remedies. Now, Kobach, who has declined to answer questions on the contempt finding from news media, dismissed personal responsibility in comments to the news agency Breitbart. He failed to say his office never provided written instructions notifying counties of the need to send postcards, or that his office argued in the weeks before last month's hearing that the postcards weren't necessary. All right, coming up, the National Association of Letter Carriers will conduct its 26th annual National Food Drive on Saturday, May 12th. The Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive, the country's largest single-day food drive, provides residents with an easy way to donate food to those in need in the community. Customers simply leave their donation of non-perishable goods next to their mailbox before the delivery of the mail on that Saturday. Letter carriers will collect these food donations on that day as they deliver mail along their postal routes and distribute them to local food agencies. And I couldn't resist this story. A Texas man has been sentenced to 50 years in prison for stealing $1.2 million worth of fajitas over 9 years. 53-year-old Gilberto Escamilla was sentenced last Friday after pleading guilty to theft by a public servant. The Brownsville Herald reports he told the court the fajita scheme spun out of control. Escamilla had been intercepting fajitas that he ordered through the Cameron County Juvenile Center, where he worked, and delivering them to his own customers. Now, a scam was uncovered when he missed work for a medical appointment, and an 800-pound fajita delivery arrived at the center, which they don't serve fajitas. Escamilla was fired in August and arrested after authorities checked vendor invoices and obtained a search warrant that uncovered, guess what, county-funded fajitas in his refrigerator. Oh, boy. Okay. That's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. Be back with a look at, we're going to start warming up. Maybe a chance of some precipitation later in the week. Be back with all that right after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
Hi, I'm Nick Baumgartner, owner of Midwest Barter Exchange.
So what is barter anyway? When we were kids, things were much simpler. Trading one thing for another was something we did at school on a daily basis. As a kid, you didn't have the cash resources to get things you wanted, but you still managed through barter. In today's economy, not every business has the cash required to grow effectively. Prospecting is difficult and time-consuming, leading you to believe things like, I don't have cash to entertain my clients and prospects. There is no money for marketing and advertising, or fixing my work truck, for a new website, social media, printing cards and brochures, mass mailers, accounting, taxes, bookkeeping, consultants, PC repair, dental, radio, TV, legal, alarm system, catering, mechanical, parking, office equipment repair, electricians, networking, medical bills, website, graphic designers, PCs, iPhones, Macs, headshot, plumbing, mechanics, signage, sales training, landscaping, surveillance cameras, leaking roof, and the list goes on. Realizing that running a business can be expensive, many owners and managers have tried to exchange their goods and services for something that they need. Sometimes it works out well. But focusing on trying to make a direct trade is not the best use of your time. Barter Exchange takes that struggle away and allows your business to utilize trade in the form of a one-to-many scenario, as opposed to trading directly with another business. We act as a brokerage and marketing firm for companies to grow their business. We can help match businesses to each other with the best fit possible, even if it doesn't mean trading directly with each other. Okay, but how do we keep track of our trade dollars? You can also consider us like a bank, but instead of using cash currency, we utilize barter exchange dollars.
At Midwest Barter, better barter means better business for all of us. You can use Midwest Barter dollars to purchase hundreds of products for your business or personal use without the use of cash.
You can even trade for TV advertising right here on KDGL TV 23.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And as we look off to the west today, it's a lot like yesterday, only still a lot of clouds. Now they say it's going to be a little sunny. I don't see any blue sky in that shot. Let's take a look at our readings here at the station. Right now it's 42 degrees, 84% the relative humidity. Winds are out of the north-northwest again at 11 miles an hour. Barometric pressure is falling. As we look at the temperatures around the viewing area, this is another one of those throw a blanket over them days. Everybody in the mid to upper 40s. You even got a couple of 50s out at Elkhart and at Guyman. Current dew points, though, everybody's a little humid today, especially after the precipitation we had overnight. Winds everywhere out of the northerly directions are going to be blowing a little bit today. You can see Guyman and Elkhart coming in the mid-20s. All right, highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport. We got to 51 yesterday. That was like at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it was downhill from there. 95, the record back in 89 and 2012. 36 yesterday morning, 19 back in 2013. Okay, up until midnight, had 2100s in the bucket at Garden City. But as we look at this rainfall around the area, you can see Elkhart, as of 6 a.m. this morning, had 700s, got about 20 hundredths to a quarter of an inch around the Liberal area, and those start to increase as we go further east. You can see Ashland had almost a half inch. All right, here's what we've got in store for today. We're going to call it cloudy to sunny. If it does sun up, if the sun does come up, it's going to be later in the afternoon. We're going to have a high of 59 today. Winds are still going to be out of the north-northwest at 16, probably pretty much through tomorrow. 34, the low overnight. Winds are going to switch around to the southwest at 6, and then tomorrow, 63 sunshine. The winds are going to be back around to the north at 29 because there's another cold front that's going to push through pretty quick tomorrow, and then hopefully on Friday we'll be in much better shape. Going to cool off. Not going to call for any freeze warnings or anything. 33 degrees for the overnight low. Winds are still going to stay out of the north. Now you can see, we get to Friday, see that cold front pushes out. We get into the 60s and 70s on Saturday. We do have a chance of some scattered precipitation or thunderstorms on Sunday or Monday. A little far out to tell how those will come about, but we'll check back on that. All right, that is a look at the weather. Stick around. I'll be back with Jeff and Gary, and we're going to talk rodeo after this.
Are you a Kansas college student considering a career in broadcasting? Well, listen up. If in the fall you'll be entering your junior or senior year at a Kansas 4-year college or your sophomore year at a Kansas 2-year college and are enrolled in a broadcast program, you may qualify for a scholarship from the Kansas Association of Broadcasters. Application deadline's May 1st. For details, go to KAB.net and click on Student Services. Sponsored by the member stations of the Kansas Association of Broadcasters.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-521-3583. That's 1-800-521-3583.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142. 40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful.
That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have
a prescription filled and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded, so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
And we're back. All right, I'm joined in studio today by Jeff Louderback. I got it right that time. I didn't call you your cousin. And Gary Clausen. Coming up this weekend. Now, Jeff is with Rank Little Buckers. He is the main cowboy for that deal. Gary Clausen, Southwest Kansas Board of Realtors. Coming up this weekend, you guys got an event, Seward County Fairgrounds, right?
Mm-hmm. We do. We're excited about it.
This is your third time
you've done this? Third time to do this.
Okay.
Kind of as a Board of Realtors, we want to give back to the community.
Sure.
We like to have fun. We're not boring people like sometimes you get a perception of a realtor being a boring kind of guy. we like to be involved, rodeos and stuff.
I'm with you on that one, Jeff.
We also, we want to do something to benefit the community.
Right.
And so what we're doing is we're sponsoring the Rank Little Buckers Rodeo. The admission is a couple of canned goods or a money donation if you forget your canned good. But we're going to donate that to the Liberal Area Rape Crisis Center to help them with their food pantry. We're all about housing. We typically do long-term housing. It's what we think about 15, 30 years. Sometimes there's a need for short-term, and the Crisis Center helps people with short-term housing. And so we thought we could give back to them and help them in that capacity.
All right. But being a bunch of realtors, you don't have a lot of bucking stock standing around somewhere.
No, we don't.
That's where he comes in, right?
He's the expert.
You've been doing this for a long now, because you and Charlie DeLay, you came in last fall because you had a big deal that was going on in September, which was the regionals, right?
Right. We had the Central Regional Finals for the qualifiers to go to the Junior NFR in Las Vegas last year.
Which you took stock to.
Yeah, we took some, 28 head of horses out there to that deal.
All right, so when we talk Rank Low Buckers, now that is the brand name. You are a stock contractor for these junior rodeos, right?
Correct.
Isn't that how that all works out?
Right. There's it's called the Junior Rough Stock Association in Las Vegas, sponsored by the Las Vegas Event Center. And they put on the Junior NFR. All these rodeos we go to either gather points or direct qualifiers to come to the regionals, which from the regionals, we will take 28 kids this year to Las Vegas.
Okay, so now this deal on Sunday, you can get points for the regionals that'll be coming up in September again then, right?
Right, kids will be able to gain points to come to the regionals for a chance to go to Vegas.
All right. So, and you were telling me that last year, out of the 28 kids that went to Las Vegas, you had 2 world champions that came home?
Right, there was a total of 6 world champions crowned in Vegas, and we was lucky enough to have 2 of them come out of this region.
That's not bad.
No, not too bad.
Not bad. Okay, so now on Saturday you're doing. Now this is a look at last year's event, and now the livestock is much smaller, right?
Yeah,
but it still does the same thing.
It still does the same thing. There's as they progress in their ability and their age, the animals progress.
Okay, all right. So, but on Saturday, you guys are putting on a clinic on Saturday morning. What's that all about?
Saturday at 1 o'clock. It's just something, it's free for anybody who wants to come and check it out. If they want to give it a try, come get in the clinic. It's something that we've designed between us and the realtors to get new kids involved in it.
You going to put them on stock?
Yeah. We're going to go through a lot of ground schooling, shoot procedure, safety procedures, safety equipment. And then at the end of the day, they'll get on something.
Okay, I'd like to see that. I will be in town. Man, I'd like to see that. Okay, so when you do the ground school, is that kind of like you just kind of go by and beat them all in the knees with a ball bat and say, here's what it's going to feel like when you get in the chutes.
They get that later on the day.
When they actually climb it. You aren't going to warn them about that?
Oh, no. That's, you got to build their confidence up first.
Oh, okay. That's like when you go to these places, they have the mechanical bulls. You just want to go up and beat on those people's knees and say, okay, you got to get through this part of it first, because that's what's going to happen in the chute, right?
Right. Now, what we'll do as far as the groundwork goes is we'll put them on bucking barrels, things like this, show them how their equipment works, their proper body position and what to do if an animal does this. Basically, it's a controlled environment before we get into the chute.
Throw your arm this way, throw your arm that way,
Correct.
and dig with your spurs and don't go that way.
And
or
don't
you're
look
done.
up.
Yeah,
Yep.
Don't look up. Keep looking down.
Yep.
All right, so this is the third year. Now, how did you guys come up with this idea 3 years ago?
Some of the realtors, we're kind of warped.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's the scary part. Yeah, okay. So you came up this as a fundraiser then?
Yeah,
That you guys are going to sponsor?
Kind of a fundraiser to help, we worked with the Stepping Stone Shelter first year.
Okay.
Last year it was with the Genesis program. It used to be the United Mexican American
Yes,
Ministries.
yes.
We did it with them. And then we kind of like to rotate it around because there's a lot of good programs in our community. We like to support them all. And this was a good way. Jeff was involved with the PRCA rodeo people. They kind of knew each other, and it was just a good fit.
So this is now the clinic is on Saturday at 1 o'clock, right?
Right.
And then you're actually going to be bucking for points on Sunday at 1 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Okay. So what all events are they going to be?
We'll have
able to
bareback
be-
riding,
Okay.
saddle bronc riding, and bull riding. And there are actually 4 age divisions, which is 8 and under, 9 to 11, 12 to 14, and 15 to 17.
Okay. So, all right. So these kids that are 15 to 17, they're going to get on a little ranker stuff.
They're
right?
going to get on. They're bigger animals, big horses, and they're going to.
So the rank little buckers, that R is capitalized on them.
Yeah, you could say that.
The younger ones are going to get a small R, L and a B, right?
Right.
Okay. But as you go up in age, the letters get bigger.
Right, with big parentheses at the end.
Okay, so you have pickup men and clowns and everything for this?
Yeah, we have everything. We've got 2 good pickup men, bullfighters, the judges. It's full deal.
It's a real deal, only younger ages, right?
Right, and once they get to Vegas, they don't know that they're young. There's some great sponsors that come on board out there. Polaris is jumping on board this year. It's just unreal the people that support these kids and what they're doing.
Maybe the realtors, after you get done with the central regionals, they could think about getting some of those kids their vests. You guys could put logos on them.
We could, Yeah.
That's an idea.
Yeah, that's a big idea. Like the PBR and stuff.
Yeah.
There you go.
Great idea.
Go ahead, use that. Anybody that wants to use that, call Jeff. He'll help you out, right?
We'll do her.
Yeah, okay. So this is all going to happen on Saturday at 1 o'clock. You're going to have a free clinic, and you're going to show them all the ins and outs. You're going to kind of prep them as to whether they really want to get on something live or not, right?
Right.
They don't have to.
Right.
Okay, and then on Sunday, though, that's when they're going to get down to it. At 2 o'clock, that's when the kids who have been on stuff before are going to get on, right?
Right. Saturday is just a basic beginning type deal. It's not only for the kids, it's for the parents that might be a little leery. Want to know if they want their kid to actually do this, they can come out and check it out.
Well, yeah, but you got safety.
Oh, yeah.
It's come a long ways.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. there's regulations we have to follow, state, federal, and association, and we try not to get kids hurt,
Well, no, that's not. You're not in it for that.
No, not
Nobody
at all.
wants to do that. Okay, so this all happens this weekend. If you're looking for something to do, you got some kids around. You got a bunch of boys around the house on Saturday, and they're causing you problems. You want to get the snot worked out of them. Take them out to the fairgrounds and let them go to the clinic. And then on Sunday at 2 o'clock, and admission is a couple of canned goods, or you can give a financial donation.
You can give a free will donation if you want to.
There you go. This is a good deal. Other than that, and then you can see kind of what's going on, and then then in September you can come back and see how it does at the regionals, right?
Yeah, September, we'll have 80 to 100 contestants there from all over the nation.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah, we're traveling to Salt Lake City, South Dakota, all over the country, and all these kids will come to Liberal for the finals.
All right. Jeff, Gary?
Yeah.
Good to see you guys again. I'll be back with more right after this.
Are you in charge of fundraising for your soccer or baseball team, preschool, elementary, high school, cheerleaders, dance teams, or scouts? Are you all out of ideas? DollarsForYou.com is here to get the dollars for you. Visit DollarsForYou.com and look at all the fast and easy fundraising ideas together in one place. DollarsForYou.com is a Kansas-owned business that has been helping groups raise thousands of dollars for more than 30 years. Check out our trash bag special right now with 40 to 50% profit with bags 150% stronger than Glad or Hefty in team colors, and they're made right here in Kansas. Guaranteed moneymakers include tumblers, cookies, chocolates, and there's no upfront cost. We've got favorites like cookies from Mrs. Fields and Otis Spunkmeyer, signature chocolates, Poppin' Popcorn, and School Spirit tumblers. Peggy and her team have the experience to help your team meet your fundraising goals quickly and easily. Visit DollarsForYou.com today and let us help get more dollars for you.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers, high rate and high pay, never leave you alone.
Debt is really sucking the life out of them. He's picking up the phone.
Oh, no, not Consolidated Credit.
With one call, they can lower their credit card rates.
And consolidate their bills into one low payment.
They'll pay off their debt in no time.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
Because debt sucks.
Call 1-800-380-8565. That's 800-380-8565. Call now.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142.
Seward County Fairgrounds this weekend. Frank Lil-Buckers. Hey, the Dodge City Red Demons girls soccer finished yesterday with a draw against the Garden City Buffaloes, moving to 3-6-2 and 1-2-2 in the conference. You know what? It was the second time this season the Red Demons have finished in a scoreless draw with the Lady Buffs, which are now 8-2-2 overall this season, and entered the game as the number 2 seed in the 6A South Central Regional. All right. Let's take a last look at our weather before we get out of here. It's 43 degrees, relative humidity 83%. Winds are out of the north-northwest at 8. Barometric pressure is falling. Wind's not as bad as it was yesterday, but it could pick up. Looking at the 7-day, though, it's supposed to be sunny today. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's going to start warming up, though, starting tomorrow. We do have another chance of precipitation on Saturday or Sunday and Monday. We'll see how that stands. Make it a great day. See you tomorrow.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Hi, I'm Nick Baumgartner, owner of Midwest Barter Exchange.
So what is barter anyway?
Midwest Barter helps you trade what you have for what you really need.
You can use Midwest Barter dollars to purchase hundreds of products for your business or personal use without the use of cash.
You can even trade for TV advertising right here on KDGL TV23.
Find out more at our website or call 785-383-4965.
What if everything worked like those other guys?
Welcome to Awesome Burgers. If you would like to place an order, press 1. Please hold. You will be connected to the next available drive-thru attendant. Please place your order. For an Awesome Burger, press 1. For orange soda, press 7. For fries, press 15. For tomatoes, press 2. You have pressed an incorrect button. Please hold. Welcome to Awesome Burgers. If you would like to place an order...
At Pioneer Communications, you can talk to a real person ready to help. Call today for service you can rely on.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment, and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers, high rate and high pay, never leave you alone.
Debt is really sucking the life out of them. He's picking up the phone.
Oh, no, not Consolidated Credit.
With one call, they can lower their credit card rates.
And consolidate their bills into one low payment.
They'll pay off their debt in no time.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
Because debt sucks.
Call 1-800-380-8565. That's 800-380-8565. Call now.
Portions of TV23's internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet.